Lion becomes the king of beasts. L. Frank Baum.
This forest is perfectly delightful,
declared Lion, looking around him with joy.
Never have I seen a more beautiful place.
It seems gloomy, said Scarecrow, Lion's friend.
Not at all,
answered Lion.
I would like to live here all my life. See how soft the dried leaves are, and see how rich and green the moss is. Surely no wild beast could wish for a nicer home.
Perhaps there are wild beasts in the forest now, said Dorothy, Lion's good friend.
I suppose there are,
returned Lion.
But I do not see any of them.
They walked through the forest until it became too dark. Dorothy and Toto, the dog, and Lion lay down to sleep, while Tin Woodman and Scarecrow kept a watch over them as usual. When morning came, they drank water and started again. Before they had gone far, they heard a low rumble like the growling of many wild animals. Toto whimpered a little. None of the others were frightened. They kept walking along until they came to an opening in the woods in which were gathered hundreds of beasts of every variety. There were tigers and elephants and bears and wolves and foxes and many others. But Lion explained that the animals were holding a meeting, and he judged by their snarling and growling that they were in great trouble. As he spoke, several of the beasts saw him, and at once they all hushed. The biggest of the tigers came up to Lion and bowed, saying,
Welcome, O King of Beasts! You have come at the right time to fight our enemy and bring peace to all the animals of the forest once more. What is your problem?
asked Lion quietly.
We are all scared, answered Tiger, of an enemy. It is a gigantic monster, like a great spider, with a body as big as an elephant and legs as long as a tree trunk. It has 8 of these long legs. As the monster crawls through the forest, it catches an animal with a leg and drags it to its mouth to eat it. Not one of us is safe. We had called a meeting to decide how to take care of ourselves when you came among us.
Lion thought for a moment.
Are there any other lions in this forest?
He asked.
No, there were some, but the monster has eaten them all. And besides, they were none of them as large and brave as you. If I put an end to your enemy, will you bow down to me and obey me as the king of the forest?
asked Lion.
We will do that,
said Tiger, and all the other beasts roared with a mighty roar.
We will! Where is this great spider of yours now?
asked Lion.
Among the oak trees,
said Tiger, pointing with his forefoot.
Take good care of these friends of mine,
said Lion,
and I will go at once to fight the monster.
He said goodbye to his friends and all the other animals and marched away proudly to fight with the enemy. The great spider was lying asleep when Lion found him. Its legs were quite as long as Tiger had said, and its body covered with black hair. It had a great mouth with a row of sharp teeth, but its neck was long and thin. This gave Lion an idea about the best way to attack the spider. He knew it was easier to fight it asleep than awake, so he gave a great spring and landed directly upon the spider's back. Then, with one blow of his heavy paw, all armed with sharp claws, he knocked the spider's head from its body. Jumping down, he watched it until the long legs stopped moving and he knew it was quite dead. Lion went back to the opening where the beasts of the forest were waiting for him and said proudly,
"You need not fear your enemy any longer."
Then all the animals bowed down to Lion